I'm Heather.
I'm Nate. And
this is Lacey.
We're going to the New York Hotel in Las Vegas.
We came to town to watch them implode the Tropicana. And Marriott had just bought out a bunch of properties on the Strip. So we were able to use our points. And because we were Platinum members, they upgraded us to a room that had a perfect view of the Tropicana and what they were about to implode.
We got a view of the Trop before the drop, and then it was time for Lacey to check out the room.
It was a smaller room, even though it was an upgrade. We had a view of the Strip and the roller coaster below, and it had enough room for what you need in Vegas. The decor was right on theme with the rest of the New York, trying to keep it a city-like vibe.
Lacey got comfy quick and started checking off her list. There was a king-size bed that she could sleep in with some nightstands for treats. There was also a safe for all of her gambling winnings, a TV, and a small closet.
And I hope you're not staying long, because that is a tiny little closet.
It definitely seemed more fit for a poodle than for a Vegas wardrobe.
Lacey didn't care about the closet. She just wanted to know what happened to the refrigerator. They had a space for one, but like most Vegas hotels, they had taken it out. Luckily, we were only staying for one night, and we had a cooler to keep her food in.
Lacey has fancy refrigerated food, so if we stayed any longer, we would have had to call in for a fridge.
Time to check out the bathroom, which was actually quite spacious. But apparently we had an ADA room, so I think this shower had a little bit more room than most.
Lacey appreciated the cool tile floor, and it was nice for us to have a large vanity that we could fit all of our toiletries on.
Back in the room, the sun was starting to set, and there was a weird glow from the tint on the windows coming through the room. We peered outside so we could see the roller coasters.
They were getting their last rides in before the implosion might cover it in dust.
With no fridge in this room, we had a friend staying in the hotel. Lacey asked if we could go see their room. So we headed over to check out one of the corner bedrooms. This bedroom might have been a little bit bigger because it had 2 beds in it, but otherwise I swear it was about the same size. It was supposed to be a large corner room.
Yeah, we must have gotten extra square footage with our ADA room. Otherwise, they just add a window to the corner room.
And because it wasn't facing the Strip, they had different views than we did. It was kind of fun to see.
A backside view of the buildings you usually only see from the Strip.
Back in the room, they had a bench along with a table and chair, but the 2 beds only had 1 nightstand between it. And the bathroom seemed a lot smaller than ours.
The tub didn't really fit the shower space, so the whole thing was a little awkward.
It was all still decked out in that New York City vibe with the art on the walls.
They tied it all together with some crazy busy graffiti and a steel New York high-rise condo edge.
After checking out a couple rooms and striking out on the fridge, it was time to go check out the outside of the property. We wanted to go see the pool.
The pool was way too shady and cold to go for a swim today, so we kept exploring New York City, including the Statue of Liberty.
I think the New York is in a pretty good spot on the Strip. It's pretty central and close to everything.
They say the way to get around New York is to walk, and we felt like we could walk to everything from here.
My most exciting thing about it is the giant Hershey store we got to visit.
Lacey knew better than to eat these chocolates, and so she started asking us to explore the casino and find where the dog candy store was.
Once we were done playing around outside, it was time to go explore inside. Like most of the hotels on the Vegas Strip, this one has its own casino. Except this one is fun because it's New York style themed, so you feel like you're gambling right in the Big Apple.
It was 2 cities that never sleep combined into one.
I liked this casino. It seemed to have a lot of gambling options. It also seemed to have different little areas you could go to, so you felt like you were in different spots.
Lacey had us take her on a tour of the casino so she could sniff out her favorite machines. That usually means she's looking for ones with food or dogs on them, but bones will do, and every once in a while she starts chasing the kitties.
And after weaving our way through the casino, I finally found the entrance to the Hershey store. It was so cool inside there. They had a Statue of Liberty made out of red licorice.
She declared that we were ready to accept the twizzled red vine masses from around the world.
And since we can't really eat licorice for dinner, it was time to go explore the food options in here, and they had lots of them, and good ones too. We were excited to see all the different restaurants in here.
Chin Chin is so yummy yummy.
Oh, I almost forgot. There's an entire park that makes it feel like you're on the streets of New York City, complete with road signs and some of the iconic New York restaurants.
From hot dogs to pizza to pastrami sandwiches, they brought the best of New York right here to Las Vegas.
And they even made it look really like New York City, complete with the faux apartments above all the city streets.
The bright lights flashed all night long in this gritty city that was much different than the gaudy Vegas we usually see.
And there were some iconic shopping spots as well.
Those led us back to the flashy Vegas that we love so much, as well as by the Cirque du Soleil Mad Apple show that's currently playing in this little Big Apple.
Outside at night, it was gorgeous. You felt like you were looking at the New York City skyline.
You could see Central Park, Times Square, and the Empire State Building all from the same spot.
And their Statue of Liberty just lit up in the night sky. It almost felt like you were looking at the real one. They even had a nice little pet area for the dog with some faux grass over by the parking garage. I forgot to get a picture of that. But all in all, it was a pretty good place if you have to stay on the strip with your pup.
Lacey gave New York, New York a wagging tail for having a little bit of Central Park grass in the concrete jungle that is Las Vegas. Thanks for checking out New York, New York, and Las Vegas with us.